Tuesday, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, the third overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ryan's throw taken in by Edwards. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 24 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Brady. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he will have the Bears' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they got it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nope.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Mike Purcell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On the return is Peterson. 6-0 our score after 1. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's another first down and want to be a gain of 21 yards. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And Ryan's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady will try again on second down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mike Purcell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the... And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Brady. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Brady now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play action, Ryan. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he fends him off. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Brady's going to look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Ryan. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 72 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.